I'm going to record this in case you guys need to see this again. So I'll bring up my Premiere. Hey, I guess I better share my screen, huh? Okay, so here, is everyone seeing Premiere? Yeah, shake your head yes or something. Okay, so you start by opening up a Premiere screen. I've already gotten started on this one. You want to import all of your assets. I imported some. I'm going to import some more. I think I want to do like 83. If you want to do multiple, you can, if you want to import multiple clips, you can hold down your shift key. Excuse me, hold down your shift key. And say import.
I'm in class.
Okay. So I've imported everything. So you probably want to start by creating your title slide, which you can do. The way to create your title slide, go up to File, New, Legacy Title, and it opens up this screen right here. Bring that over. Okay, so you can pick your font. And you can, you see that I've got a text box. I can create that text box to look like that. I can start typing. How to mask okay, now let's say I don't want everything flush left. I can mark all that and I can make it centered. I can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. You've got a lot of different choices up here. Okay, so anything that you create, so I can go out of here because I'm going to see that now you see that in my assets, that slide exists. I can go ahead and drag that over to here, and that's my title slide. Okay. Now, I think that the preset or the default is for it to be on for about 3 or 4 seconds, which is fine. When you want to start working on any of your clips, I recommend using up here where you can create a sequence. So how do you bring it up there? You just double click on it and it brings it up here. Okay, so whichever one you're working on. Hold on just 1 second. You have a question there? Yes. Okay. Okay, so all you have to bring any of your clips up to this window here. This is where you're doing each sequence, and it's easy. You can do your editing up here, or you can do it on your timeline. I prefer to do it up here because of the strokes that you have. Look at this one here. That's where you can mark in. This is where you can mark out. In other words, I can edit some of this. I can cut some of this video out and not use it. Does it still exist down here? Yes, it still lives down here with my assets. I can come back to it and use other parts of it if I want to. But what this allows you to do is to take just a portion of it. So you bring your scrubber, this is your scrubber, you bring it all the way over here, you hit the space bar for play.
So I'm starting this about half inch or more from the side seam.
So let's say that I want it to come in right here. I'll mark it in.
So I'm starting this about half inch or more from the side seam.
Okay, and that's where I want it to go out. Okay, so now it has that, just that part in the brackets. I'm not eliminating the rest of the footage. Like if this were a minute long, I could have an in and out sequence, a variety of them. I could have a number of them. So now what I want to, if I want to drag all of that, I'm just going to click and drag, and there I have it right there. And it will only have this part that's in the brackets. And now when I look at it over here on my timeline, it shows me what I've done. Now, if I want to do some more, let's say want to do this one here. This one. So then I can do the same thing and work on.
It's a lot easier to see.
So I can go in here.
It's a lot easier to see here from the contrasting color that I left big space on either side. Now I'm going to flip it and do the same kind of top stitch down here to complete it. Again, when I do the top stitch, when I flip it, I'll leave half inch or 3/4 of an inch between the side seams.
So maybe that's where I want my out, and I can drag that over to here. Now, now I'll show you how to do your lower thirds. So for something like this, I might want to have instructions or something like that typed out. Actually, I'm going to work on this one here. This is where I'm talking about it, I think. Let me see. Yeah.
Okay, so as you see, I've got a rectangle.
Okay, so it's going to be in.
Okay, so as you see, I've got a rectangle that's now about 7 inches high by 12 inches wide. And I'm just going to take a 13-inch strip of elastic, thread it through each side.
So if I wanted to go out there, I could, and then I could come back and even take more if I wanted to.
That. Then I'll do it one more time.
So say I'm just taking that much, and I come down here. Okay, that would be something that would be appropriate.
A rectangle that's now.
Now we might want lower thirds on that. Now you can create your lower thirds by doing the legacy title and go to a great pain doing that. And that's kind of the hard way. But with Premiere, you also, and I'm going to show you, first I'll show you the easy way. Go over to graphics, and it gives you all of these different templates that Premiere has made for you. So this one is called a bold lower third left. I can go ahead and bring that down. Just click and drag it down to here. And what happens then? And I go back into Dona Edit. I want this actually to appear right over here. Okay, so now you see that that is appearing there. Now if I go up there and click on that, I can select all to get rid of that and just put my name. Okay, so that gives me the lower thirds. That's one way of doing it.
7 inches high by 12
It's probably not a real good place for it because we can't see it very well. So I might want to get rid of that and try a different one. But you go into graphics for that. Graphics, and maybe I would want it over here on the right side. So let me bring that one down. And let's say this is the one that I want. Okay. And if you want it to stay on longer, what you would do, see right now it's on for, I think, four seconds is the default. So basically it's an image. So you just stretch it out if you want it to be on longer.
Now about 7 inches high by 12 inches wide. I'm just going to take a 13.
Okay. Now another way of doing that is to create a legacy title and put a box behind it, because obviously if there is not a box behind it, it makes it harder to read. So you want it to look, if you want to, if this works for you, by all means use this. But we can also do this by creating a legacy title. So you go to New, Legacy Title, and you get this window here. And so the first thing you want to do is to create the box. So I'll go over here and create this box here. And let's say I want it to be right here. I'm going to draw the box. I can make it a color. I need to bring all that stuff over. Hang on. So I go over here to color, click on that. It gives me some choices. Oh, I think I'll go with blue, some shade of blue. Then I say, okay. You can change the opacity of that to, so it's kind of see-through if you want to. I did some, so I could change that if I wanted. So you can kind of see through it. It's up to you. And so now we have this box. If you go to your selection,
Bring it into Canvas. It won't open up Canvas for evergreen. I'm on.
okay, hold on, you guys.
Every time I hit assignments, it just spins. I can't.
Okay, honey,
Okay, I'm just asking.
just give me a few minutes, okay? And I'll
All
help
right.
you. Okay, so now you have your box, and using your selection tool right here, I can move that wherever I want it to go. I can move it anywhere, okay? Okay, now I need to do text. So I'm going to create a text box and put my name in it. And I want to change the color of that, the color of my text, to, let's say, black, and I say okay. And then I go over to my selection tool and I can drag that over the box. Okay, now the box looks too big, so I might want to change the size of the box. But you get the idea. So then when I go back to Premiere Editing, and I'm going to have to end this pretty soon because I've got to help another teacher get started. Now that new title lives there. Where am I going to put it? I am going to just drag it right here on top of my video so that it shows up like that. Okay, questions? Any questions? If you want to just unmute yourself and ask me your questions, you can do that now. And I'll go back to my home screen. Anyone have a question? Oh, let me look in chat. Okay. So Angelica says, are there certain shots we should avoid? I'll tell you, panning and zooming is very annoying. So if you do need to use a pan or a zoom, use it very sparingly. I would say, you know, once or twice, because when you move the camera, it's annoying to the viewer. So I'm gonna need a plug. I'm gonna die here. So you guys could not see the screen, is that correct? Okay, then, so you didn't see the screen when I was sharing? So I guess I will have to make, okay, so I will make a demo video where I can do that demo again, and then I will send you the link to it. Any other questions? Okay, so when I shared the screen for the news video, you didn't see the news video. I'm sorry, but you saw the Premiere demo. Okay, so all those links for the news packages, they are on the assignment. So you can look at those. Any other questions? Before we close out, I am going to change the due date of this. And if so as you all get started, I hope if you don't have your video footage shot yet, please get that done today so that any problems you're encountering, I can go over it with you on Wednesday. And I'll try to make this so that it's a recurring meeting, a Zoom meeting, so that it makes it a little easier for you. Any other questions? Okay, I've got, so Mallory asks if we realize some shots won't work for the assignment, but they're on our storyboard, should we resubmit our storyboard? You don't need to resubmit it. You may want to redraw it for yourself or modify it for yourself and for your own shot list or notes, but you don't need to for my benefit. It's a tool that you can use. Any other questions? Okay, well then I will see you on Wednesday, same time. Any questions in between, feel free to email me or text me to my cell phone. I'll be happy to get back to you. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Bye-bye.